Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is Ravi18 from 1AR Clan. Ravi18's just picked himself up the T26E5, the new, well, it's not that new, it's a few months old now, the premium American heavy tank. Also known as the Patriot tank, because the Patriot tank comes with that pretty groovy camo. Ravi18 not stuffing around. He's going with a more old school kind of look, the normal look without camo. Of course, you can put camouflage on the normal ones if you really want to. You won't need any camo in this one. He's top tier in this tier 8 battle. Just 3 tier 8 tanks on each side. 2 T26E5s on his, as well as the Lorraine 40T, one of my favourite premium tanks. The auto-loading French medium tank. This one's all about Ravi18 for 1AR Clan. T26E5 has got APCR rounds as standard, 240 damage, 230 penetration, 259 penetration. As he auto-aims and fires clutch towards the AMX-12T, misses, cops a shot from artillery, and his crew's going to be stunned for a little bit. You can see that VK30-02D, he's got a couple of marks of excellence on his gun barrel. Ravi not stuffing around, gets artilleried again. There's 3 artilleries on the enemy side, getting up nice, up close and personal with these enemy tanks. He knows, because he's top tier, he can bounce a lot of these enemy tanks all day long. You can spot the IS-6 here. Now that IS-6 is going to struggle to penetrate him too, even though he's a tier 8 premium himself, not known for its penetrating abilities. The IS-6 with its preferential matchmaking. Ravi puts a shot into the VK. Puts 2 shots into the IS-6, but none of them do any damage. Looking at that VK30-01P, that'll be easy money all the way, the tier 6 German medium tank. And of course, the big advantage of the Patriot tank is its rate of fire. It might not have a big alpha gun, but it does reload very, very quickly. As you can see, he's already done 759 hit points of damage. Lost his loader, fixes it with that quick tap and a 5 key. I'm a 4 key kind of guy myself with my med kit, and looks at that VK30-01P and thinks that's just going to be free damage all the way. And of course, as with any 1AR clan member, he's just spotted a member from 2AR, the new 1AR clan, or the new clan that's affiliated with 1AR, I guess you could say. And in his IS-6, he's probably starting to think, is this IS-6 worth it anymore? Ravi's already on 1,442 damage. He's bounced 1230. He's got 1,156 assisted damage, and that's because he's not stuffing around. He's getting right up close and personal with these enemy tanks. Now, he seems to be struggling to penetrate these IS-6s. Of course, the IS-6 has got pretty good armour, even though its gun may not be... I think it's only got 175 penetration. Shoots the IS-6 and bounces him again. I reckon that's 5 or 6 shots into these 2 IS-6s. Picks up the kill on the VK30-01P. That's his first kill of the game. And that other VK will not be penetrating Ravi anytime soon. Not sure why he's not going for the shot on that VK. Don't know. He could have got himself a kill there. Is he on a mission? Is he on 4,000 damage to enemy tanks? I don't think he's going to do that in this one. Finally gets a damaging shot into the IS-6. That's the 2AR IS-6. Both those IS-6s have got a kill. Of course, he's putting a tier 6 and 7 tanks. Both sides of those IS-6s won't have any trouble at all penetrating. Cops 91 damage from that IS-6. That's high explosive. And so he's got the side of this IS-6. Doesn't penetrate that one. Low health. One more shot should do it. No, it's not. For some reason, what a stupid commentator I am. For some reason, I thought that IS-6 was a one-shot. That IS-6 on 366 hit points. Ravi on 400. Looks like that IS-6 just missed his shot. Ravi puts a shot into him, and the FV4 302, the Bertie, picks up the kill on the premium Russian heavy tank. Now he's going to bounce this T43 all day long, so he tracks him to keep him in place, picks up a bit more assisted damage, and you can see him aiming at the tracks again, puts damage in and keeps him tracked, and that T43 is just thinking, we're going to have to shoot this prick to put some damage into it. Again, doesn't damage him, but keeps him tracked. That assisted damage really racking up to over 2,000 hit points now. And that's his third kill of the game, getting rid of the VK30-02M. I'm tipping is at tier 6. Medium tank, 11-5 to score. Ravi's on 3 kills. Ravi from 1AR clan, 2,953 damage done. He's blocked nearly 4,000 hit points of damage, and he's got 2,175 assisted. Sticking with standard rounds because there's not much left. The guy from 1AR clan, from 2AR clan on the other side, the IS6, is certainly still alive. No idea where he is now. He hasn't been spotted for some time. Tipping he might be over this rise. There's kill number 4 for Ravi. 18 from 1AR gets himself a kill on the M44. This should be another kill. It is. That's 4 kills. Only one enemy tank left, and that Cromwell picked up the kill on the IS6. So that IS6 must have moved all the way down to this one line. Unless I was mistaken, maybe only one of the IS6s was up the northeastern flank with Ravi. Just the Hellcat left, who's last spotted just about where Ravi's about to roll over. Ravi's been spotted, so he knows the Hellcat's going to be there somewhere. Take your time and aim, son. There's kill number 5, 15-6. That comprehensive win on steps. Ravi 18 from 1AR clan. Let's have a quick look at the post-game battle results before we move on to the next one. This is a triple shot. You could almost say it's an extravaganza of tier 8 premium tanks. It's an ace tanker mastery badge for Ravi 18 from 1AR clan. The Hand of God for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy vehicles. The Spotter medal for all that assisted damage he did. Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effects, Shell-proof, Cool-headed, Steel Wall, and the High Caliber. And have a look at this. 3,218 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 1,536 base experience. Nobody else really stood up, did they? Artillery got 2,000. The VK did okay at tier 6 for 1,176 damage. But nobody else. That Lorraine had a shocker. And of course, the other Patriot didn't really do much either. But that means nearly 110,000 credits with a premium account in this premium tank, the T26E5. Not bad for just over 6 minutes work. As we move on to the second game of this triple shot, extravaganza of tier 8 premium tanks. This one features our old mate, Agent Infinity, also from 1AR clan, in the M4190 Grand Final tank, commonly known as the girlfriend tank. Is not stuffing around. He's also on a mission to win by capping. Moves up to, this is an absolutely awesome spot when you're in the light tank on this map. He's picked up 252 damage in the low. If you can get into this bush up here, you can spot whatever crosses and whatever tanks are going to contest the hill. And just knowing that there's not many, knowing that there's not many contesting the hill, means that your team can confidently push this 9-0 line, or knowing that there's a lot of them, you can just kick back and get assisted damage all day long from artillery. There are 2 artilleries on Agent Infinity's game, both tier 8s, the GW Tiger P German artillery and the M43. Now, Agent Infinity hasn't been spotted for some time, so if I was him, I'd be quite confident in saying that nobody can see me right here. He's not really spotting much more. There were some tanks spotted back here, the IS4, the low, and I think it was a T32. And, of course, 2 medium tanks did the big aggressive push up towards the hill. The 1-2-1. Now, Ravi, if he shoots now, that 1-2-1 will spot him. Ravi, sorry, Agent Infinity, sorry. I get you both confused. There's a good reason why, but probably can't say it. Anyway, 0-1's the score. He's picked up a little bit of assisted damage. He's done some damage himself. Decides to take a punt and take a shoot towards the low, the premium German heavy tank. Didn't get lit, so shoots again. That 1-2-1 clearly has backed off a little bit as Agent Infinity kicks back here, trying to keep these tanks lit. And I reckon he'll be chipping away at their health as well. No, he's shooting the IS-4 there, and he doesn't. But that IS-4 moving into a pretty aggressive... I'm sorry. Just cost himself 371 damage. Probably would have cost him more if that IS-4 had shot him. So to be fair, that's probably not a bad move. But we've all done it. We've all fallen into one of these ditches and tracked ourselves and cost ourselves a little bit of health. So Agent Infinity moving out of the way in the M4190. It's a tank that I absolutely love this tank. If I'm grinding credits, that's what I'm going to do. If you can bounce an IS-4 for 440 hit points of damage, that's why he's got himself... Is that 2 marks of excellence on the gun barrel? German ones are actually 3 stripes each, so it looks like 6 stripes. It's 2 marks of excellence on the M4190 Grand Final tank, the girlfriend tank. Something just derped. I reckon it might have been that artillery towards the IS-4. Moves back into these bushes while he contemplates what he's going to do. As with any extravaganza. An extravaganza of Tier 8 premium tanks. That IS-4's moved out into the ditch. Agent Infinity really wants to make sure that IS-4 gets lit. With this Tier 10 battle, there's only 3 Tier 10 tanks on each side. The IS-4, who's right in front of Agent Infinity, and of course that 121, which was last spotted up at E0. Agent Infinity doing the right thing, keeping the IS-4 lit. Let the artillery drop turds on their heads all day. That'll be 1 out of the 3 Tier 10 tanks out of the game if you can continue to do that. And like any good extravaganza, sometimes you need to have a drink while you're watching these replays. Finally, the IS-7 gets a kill on the IS-4. Agent Infinity. He's picked up 1,701 hit points of assisted damage already in this replay. He's having an absolute perler. The only mistake he's made was losing that hit points when he fell into the drink, but that's okay. We've all done it. Anyone who says they've never done that, they're either fibbing or they're really, really passive when they play light tanks. 1-1 is the score. Agent Infinity, 1A Arclay in his Tier 8 premium German light tank, the M4190, the first premium Tier 8 light tank to be in the game. Moving up towards the hill, trying not to fall off this time. Moves into the bushes to minimise the chance of him being spotted. But you can see he doesn't have a camouflage net or a pair of binoculars, but doesn't really need it. I've been looking at the equipment in my tanks, and I'm recording this on the 14th of July. This weekend on the Asian server, equipment and something else, equipment, consumables, and maybe camouflage are all on sale, and I reckon I'll be looking at some of my light tanks equipment loadout because I'm starting to get back into my light tanks for the missions and for the new grind towards the new Tier 10 light tanks. I haven't got any Tier 10 lights, but I've got all the Tier 9s except for the Chinese. Of course, the Chinese remained at Tier 8, so I'll probably be smashing the lights this weekend and probably the coming week or two. And some of them with their view range is really good, so you probably don't need, you could probably use something else other than binoculars. I'd be happy to, I'd appreciate anybody telling me what equipment's good for light tanks now. Do you still run camo net, binoculars, vents, or do you go, I've got some vertical stabilizers in some of them, which helps, of course, with the aim time. I don't know. 3-all's the score now. Agent Infinity from 1A Arkland is on nearly 2,000 assisted damage. He's trying to implore that IS-7 and Emil to move forward. Of course, now the IS-7's not going to move. He's just been hit by artillery. 4-4 is the score. 5-4 now. WZ120 is looking at him. He'd love to shoot him, but is the risk too great? The risk might be just too great. If he gets spotted, you know, that T10 that was last spotted there would probably shoot him. The WZ120 would certainly shoot him. That's got a good gun. Fuck it, says Agent Infinity. He shoots the Chinese Tier 9 medium tank. Shoots again, doesn't quite land the second shot. He knows he's lit. He's got to get back down here. Back down to where and he's done it again. At least this time he didn't lose any health. Continues to pick up assisted damage as the Emil 2 snipes the WZ120 Tier 9 Chinese medium tank. And it adds to Agent Infinity's assisted damage. It's up to 2,121. He's blocked 440. That's the one from the IS-4. Only done 461 himself, but of course it's his job to maintain vision. And that's what he's doing excellently on this battle on Prokhorovka. Still 2 enemy tanks that were last seen up there. I reckon it's the 121. And E75. No. T10. T32. Gets spotted again. Definitely by that 121. Pulls back into the ditch again. Doesn't track himself this time. Gets ready to move out. He's got to be thinking, an IS-7 and an Emil 2. two pretty heavily armoured tanks there. That 121's down to 882 hit points. Age Infinity just picked up another 700 assisted into the 121. The 121's down to 882. The 121 could certainly get rid of Agent Infinity if he starts a shootout with him. Artillery does its job, takes him down to 416, gives Agent Infinity more assisted damage, up to 3,302 now. He's requesting fire with the T key. Both artilleries are loading. He might have to have an old-fashioned shootout. Finally, the grill kills him. The grill from back here with the artillery. And he'll be saying, thank Christ for that. Thank you very much. 8-5's the score. 3,302 assisted. 440 blocked, 460 damage done. And now surely these guys can move forward. The only tank here is a T-32. The T-32 is not a bad tier 8 tank, but up against an Emil 2 at tier 9 and an IS-7, one of the best tier 10 heavy tanks in the game. Surely they could roll it. And that IS-7 looks like he's moving to the edge. What's he trying to do? He wants to snipe out this T-10. I guarantee it. That's why people are pinging him. Nothing wrong with being passive. Nothing wrong with not YOLOing, but please, that T-32, the Emil could probably clip him out on his own. And I reckon that might be what he's going to do. The Emil only on 518 hit points. So Age Infinity doing the right thing, moving forward towards the T-32. And as soon as that T-32 fires, he's also spotted the Scorpion. He's going to have to put his gun to work as well. He bounces the T-32. Emil gets taken out. T-32 gets hit by artillery. Agent Infinity keeps chipping away at the health of the tier 8 American heavy tank. That shell doesn't bounce. Shoots him again, and finally the T-32 gets killed. I reckon he lit him on fire then. In fact, I'm sure he did. The Scorpion G got taken out by the artillery. Not a bad move by the artillery. The artillery driver probably suited that Scorpion G to one-shot Agent Infinity. And Agent Infinity in this game is the only one who's really aggressively going forward. This Scorpion G probably can't go any more further forward on the east. But Agent Infinity is found artillery, and you know what light tank drivers are like. Guilty. There's an arty. Puts a shot into him for 232. Gets a little bit more assisted damage. Brings the assisted damage up to over 4,000. He's done 1784 damage himself. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger and the M40, M43 and the grill all not yet been spotted this game. Will this change as Agent Infinity goes over this rise? No, it doesn't. The IS-7 looks like he's going up to A0. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the IS-7 knows that the Rheinmetall Borsig is up there at A0. It's not an unusual place for those tier 8 German tank destroyers to go. The T-10, the only enemy tank going forward by the looks of it. Of course, they could be back here up at A1. That's not an unusual place for tank destroyers to be. Agent Infinity picks up his second kill, gets rid of the T-10, the tier 9 Russian heavy tank. And the Edelweiss, who's just been killed, starts picking the map up there. Clearly that's where he's been shot from. And there's the Rheinmetall and the grill. His first shot towards the grill doesn't quite land. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger kindly offers Agent Infinity his side, kills the enemy Scorpion G. And of course that Scorpion G is who was lighting him up. So Agent Infinity, not stuffing around, is moving forward towards those tank destroyers. T-54 lightweight. Looks like he's doing the same. Switches to high explosive rounds. Of course the high explosive rounds on the M4190 are pretty handy indeed. 320 damage, 102 penetration. Auto aims, gets a shot into the Rheinmetall for 329. That's certainly penetrated. When high explosive rounds penetrate, it is like sex on tracks. 13-9's the score. He's looking for that grill. There's the grill on 861. Friendly grill kills the artillery. Agent Infinity puts a shot into the grill, and there you go. Thank you very much, he says. It's another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the M4190 Grand Final of first ever Tier 8 Premium Light Tank to be in the game. Let's have a quick look at how he does before we move on to our third and final Tier 8 Premium Tank replay on this Tier 8 Premium Tank replay extravaganza. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Agent Infinity from 1AR Clan. The Spotter Medal for all that assisted. Bruiser, Arsonist for killing an enemy by setting him on fire. Fire for effect. Of course, a patrol duty. Who do you set on fire? I reckon it might have been the T-32. 2,762 hit points of damage. The only people who did more damage was artillery and the grill. 2 kills, 1447 base experience, 17 shots fired, 13 hit, 11 went through, 4,500 assisted damage. Thank you very much. Look at those credits, 108,000. 820 credits with a premium account in that 12-minute game in the M4190 Grand Final tank, M4190 GF Grand Final, girlfriend tank, gluten-free, you name it, as we move on to our third and final battle in this extravaganza of Tier 8 premium tanks. This one is a tank that's in the game with some controversy. It's the Defender, being driven today by the YouTube Gamer. YouTube Gamer in this Tier 9 battle, just 3 Tier 9 tanks on each side. Now, I didn't buy one of these Defenders, and I'm not regretting it, because I think I've got enough Tier 8 premium tanks. But and I don't really do Tier 8 Clan Wars. But look, if they sell it again, I reckon I will buy it, because I'll get plenty of games at Tier 8 skirmishes, Tier 8 team battles. It is quite overpowered. Look at this gun, 440 damage, 225 penetration, 265 penetration with APCR rounds. Bear in mind the IS-6, which was the most popular Russian Tier 8 heavy tank. I think its standard rounds penetrate at 175 mil, full 50 mil less than the standard rounds. On the Defender, the YouTube Gamer from Banff Clan, he's platooned up with his old mate H. Rimmer in the Oho, another Tier 8 heavy tank, the Japanese one. Rimmer and the YouTube Gamer both contesting the 2 line on Abbey. Looks towards the tracked Panther 8.8. Continues to move forward. It did offer the enemy team his side there. Gets behind this this rock. Pretty good place where you can get hulled down here. There's the AMX M449. I absolutely love that tank. It is fantastic. Looks like he's trying to bait a shot from the premium French heavy tank. A heavy tank with armour. What's that about? He's on a mission to get a kill by ramming. Let's see how he goes. 2-1's the score. He's blocked 300. He's done 389. Waiting for that gun to load. You would have felt that one. 408 hit points of damage into the French premium heavy tank. Moves his mouse around a bit. Didn't penetrate that shot. Sticking with standard rounds, which is probably all you should do. There's only 3 Tier 9s on the enemy side. WZ1114 and 2 T54 lightweights. That one went through, that's for sure. M40 AMX M449 down to a 1 shot. Will this one do the job? He bounces him again. That shot didn't go through. This time he's got premium rounds. He really wants to finish off. Well, he has to finish that tank off. Penetrate that one either. He's on 276 hit points. He used to aim for whatever part of the tank he aimed at before when he penetrated. Of course, that AMX M449 waving his gun around a lot. And the YouTube guy doing the right thing here. Picks up the kill. He thought he was going to go for his cupola again. That's why he's waving his gun around like that in this extravaganza of Tier 8 premium tanks. This is the YouTube Gamer from Banff Clan in the Defender. He's already on 1,513 hit points of damage, 900 damage blocked, 551 assisted damage. Quite a few enemy tanks coming this way, so he's going around to make sure that these Tier 7, or the LTG, which is Tier 7, and the IS3, don't flank his old mate in the OHO. So he'll be saying to H. Rimmer, you got this, you just hold up the top, I'll go down the bottom. Now, YouTube Gamer, he streams on Twitch, I reckon. I'll put the link in the video description. The LTG doesn't do any damage. The IS3 does. Takes him down to 850 hit points. That LTG is the weirdest looking tank I've ever seen in my life. That's his second kill. 6-4's the score. They're up by 2 tanks, but there's a lot of enemy tanks here. The IS3 only on 700 hit points. The YouTube Gamer in the Defender on 850. Got 9 standard rounds left. 9 premium rounds left. The IS3, the Low, the Oni, and the Tiger. So 2 Tier 8s and 2 Tier 7s contesting this area. looks like Trimmer is in a little bit of trouble here. He's down to 24 hit points. That's well, he's not anymore. He's gone. Got killed by the Tiger 1. YouTube Gamer looking towards that Tiger 1 who's been stunned by artillery. Leaving the tier 7s to deal with the IS-3. Those tier 7s both on pretty low health. This could go south pretty quick here on Abby. I reckon that GW Panther might be thinking about running away pretty soon. 7-8 is the score. YouTube Gamer's on 2 kills, 1800 damage, a little bit blocked, a little bit assisted. 8 all as the GW Panther picks up the kill on the IS-5. That WZ1114, the other tier 9, last spotted down here, and nobody's got eyes on him. Those TRV could surely put some damage into the tier 9 Chinese heavy tank, but you can't if you can't see. Cops 55 hit points of damage from the Oni at tier 7. That IS-3 is on 239 health. I'd be focusing on him first. The Oni gave him 55 damage. That's clearly high explosive, so you probably wouldn't have to worry too much about him. Looks like the YouTube Gamer's going to leave that IS-3 alone. Maybe try and bait him around this corner. The enemy are capping. The Scorpion's on cap. WZ1114 last seen not far from cap. T49 looking at the minimap. Looks like he's doing the right thing and moving back to try and reset cap, or at least get vision. But his teammates are dying like you would not believe. 8-11 to score. The YouTube Gamer's on 2 kills, 2,278 damage done. 1290 blocked, 551 assist. What's he going to do to turn this one around? He really needs to do something about that IS-3. Artillery shoots and stuns the crew. Looks like he's not going to fix his crew, which isn't a bad move. The Scorpion gets taken out. There's the Oni, but that Oni needs to get that IS-3. The IS-3 on 239 hit points. It's high explosives as well from the Oni. Maybe with the Japanese changes, that's unusual. Finally gets the kill on the IS-3. That's 3 kills to the YouTube Gamer. They're only down by 2 tanks now. But the J Panther and that WZ1114, which is last spotted down the south, that's very, very concerning. The Oni will take at least 2 shots to kill. And that Tiger will probably take 3 shots to kill. So he's got his work cut out for him. He's on 2,953 hit points of damage. He's on 376 himself, so he can't afford to be too reckless. He's got to rely on that T49 to try and clean up that WZ. He bounces the Tiger. That T49 could clearly kill that WZ if he's lucky, and looks like he does, and that's exactly what we want to do. He was auto-aimed at the Tiger. Puts a shot into the tier 7 German heavy tank. Looks like the German heavy tank's looking for a shot on the top of him. He's turning around, trying to get the German between him and the Japanese, because the Japanese has got that high explosive gun. And he wants to keep that German there. I think the German wouldn't be much of a chance to penetrate the YouTube Gamer. It is defender doing the right thing here, keeping the Tiger between the Japanese and himself. Looks like the Oni fired and missed. YouTube Gamer kills the Tiger. 4 kills, 4,252 hit points of damage. Puts another shot into the Oni and take at least 1 more shot. He's on 437 health, 440 average damage, so 1 more shot should be enough. Pulls back. Bit of a dance going on here. The Oni shoots and misses. Gets him for 434. Bit of a low roll. Leaves him on 3 hit points. 12-14 is the score. 4 kills to the YouTube Game from Bampland. He's down to 187 health. Finally kills the Oni. The J Panther is left, and that's who's capping. He's got 50 seconds to try and get the kill on that tier 7 German tank destroyer. 13-14 is the score. He's got 40 seconds to get back for the reset. He's on 5 kills, 5,115 damage. He's certainly done his job, the YouTube Gamer from Banff Clan. Don't forget he streams on Twitch. Link will be in the video description if I can find it. I'm sure I've got it written down somewhere. 13, 14, 25 seconds left. Artillery shoots and somehow it stuns his crew. He can't fix it because he's already used his first aid kit. A lot of chatter in the chat. He's got to go straight for. He's only got 10 seconds. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna have to take a blind shot. If he gets his blind shot, he's got this. That's his there. Blind shot didn't work. Just took a little bit too long to get rid of those heavy tanks, and unfortunately, that was certainly not a win. That's the wrong one. That's not the one we're looking at. That's the one at the first game of the day, 5,000 Mastery Heartbreak. It's an Ace Taker Mastery badge for the YouTube gamer. Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, 5 for effect and shell proof, the steel wall and the high caliber. Unlucky not to get the top gun. Really, he got 5 kills. He blocked plenty. He did the job. Nobody else came anywhere near. The WZ came within 500 hit points of the same damage that the YouTube gamer did, but nobody on his own team came within QE of it. 5,115 damage, 5 kills, 21 shots fired, 19 hit, 14 went through, 1770 damage blocked, a little bit of assisted, plenty of credits, 103,112 credits. That's with an achievement, a 10,000 credit achievement. Not sure what that is, but oh gee, he really deserved the win, didn't he? Bad luck for that one, but 3 very different, but I reckon they were 3 pretty good replays. Featuring the Tier 8 Premiums, the Defender, the T26E5 and the M41 90 grand final tank. Thanks for watching, lads. Thanks for the replays, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.